And now? Check now.
Okay, wait.
Okay. Well, it should be okay.
Hear us and see us.
It should be.
Are we
okay.
streaming? The video looks good. The question is,
Are
this
we
is a bit
talking to
delayed.
ourselves?
Or are we talking to ourselves? Yes.
Yes,
One moment.
that's the question.
Oh, here we go. This should be good. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, okay. Looks like we're good. Now everybody can hear us. Okay, fantastic.
Now coffee, and we are ready.
Yes, so what we said is welcome to everyone.
Welcome to Tuesday.
Welcome to Tuesday.
Tuesday in heaven.
Tuesday in heaven.
Yes.
And we're talking today about a really cool subject. But just before we dive in, if you're here, say hello.
Find the chat.
Find the chat.
Yes, okay, hold on. Maybe. Yes, I think.
Oh, there we go.
This one.
Okay, here we go. Can't hear you guys. Yes, perfectly. Thank you, John. Hi, Tressa.
Now, hi,
Okay,
Tressa.
great,
Hi,
Bobby.
John.
Okay.
Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Harold.
Harold and the Facebook user.
Hello.
Okay, let's do this Facebook user.
Yeah, if you're watching us for
that?
the first time, you can register here on this link we're going to put.
Where is it? Register.
No, one up. There we go, that one.
Okay,
so if you go to this link, which is chat.restream.io/FB, register on there once. It's super easy. And then Facebook will show your name.
Exactly.
So there you go. All right.
Hi, Bobby. Glad to see you.
Oh, yes. Hi, Bobby.
Yes.
Okay, great. So today
What are we talking about?
we're talking about leadership.
Leadership.
The subject of leadership, how to become a good leader. Okay.
How to become a good leader.
And leadership can be across many different areas of life, not just like a leader of a business or the leader of the team, but a leader of a family, a leader of a group. In sports, it can be really anywhere, even leading your body.
Mhm.
There can be many different categories, but most people think of leadership as like a mean leader. Like the only way is to be this like harsh leader, or people think that leadership is only something that some people have. Oh, he's a good leader, but not others.
Yeah.
So the question is, what is leadership and how do you improve your ability to be a leader?
Okay. So probably the first thing to understand. Hi, Lorna.
Hi, and Anita. Hi. Yes.
And Anita, yes.
Happy Tuesday.
Yes. So the first thing to understand is, what is a leader? What's the definition of the word leader?
Yeah, exactly.
So probably most people think as a leader is someone that holds someone in the nose, even if he's not Jewish and he doesn't have long nose.
Yeah, big enough nose too. Yeah.
That hold him from the nose and pull him somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, the actual definition of the word leader is someone that can get others to do actions that bring the expected results.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that makes sense.
And he's doing it by demonstrating his ability to bring results.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's a person that demonstrates ability to bring the expected results and cause others to bring the expected results, more of the expected results. And the problem is that it can be very good or very bad based on the conditions of others. For criminal, a leader is someone that can bring a very bad expected results. A lot of dead people, a lot of, crimes.
Yeah, which is good in their sphere.
That's correct, because from their viewpoint, that's a leader. He can actually kill efficiently.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, true.
Yes, because he brings results. So they revere him.
Yes.
They follow him. He is a leader, and they will do the same thing. Mm-hmm. So if the group has very low level and very low condition as people, as a spiritual being, what they will want is destruction.
Yeah.
And if the group has very high level as a spiritual being, what they will want is construction. They will want creation, actually.
Right.
So leader is actually someone that can make things go right and bring about the expected result and cause others to bring much more of that expected result. Nothing else, nothing more. That's all a leader is.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So you look at Michael Jordan, a leader.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He could bring the expected result, and the whole team followed him,
Right.
brought the expected result. Wherever he will go, there will be results.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at an average politician, if he's really successful, is because he can bring the expected result. The expected from whose viewpoint?
Mm-hmm.
From the crowd viewpoint.
Yeah. You mean
The people around
Yeah,
him, his people, his
Yeah,
followers.
right.
And a good leader makes sure that his crowd will want pro-survival results. A bad
Right.
leader will want his crowd to want counter-survival results,
Yeah.
because it's easier, much, 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 much easier to bring about destruction and bring about agreement around destruction than agreement around construction. To destroy, it takes 2 seconds. How long it took to destroy the Migdalat Tomim,
The Twin
the Twin
Towers.
Towers?
Yeah.
One,
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Right.
Okay. How long it took to build them?
Years and years. Yeah.
Years and years and
Yeah,
years.
true. So yeah, go on.
So to build it takes a long time and it takes tenacity, it takes foresight, it takes a lot.
Yeah.
To destroy, it's just easy.
So people agree to it more because it's easier.
Because it seems that it's easier because it's not them. A destructive purposes are really easily agreed upon, because destruction is destruction is destruction. It's not important if the rubble is the rubble of the Twin Tower, of the rubble of some other building. A rubble is a rubble is a rubble.
Yeah.
So it's easy to achieve.
I see. And so people follow that. And so you have a great leader, right? Like Hitler was a strong leader, but to a terrible purpose.
Yeah.
And people jump on board his leadership because it was very easy to follow.
That's correct. It's
Yeah.
easy to say they're bad, they're bad, they're bad. How do you know that? How do you know that people go crazy? A person is as crazy as he concentrates on what's wrong. A sane person will concentrate on let's build, and insane people will get stuck in the past and will find reasons to why is it wrong. So since it's wrong, I can destroy.
Yeah. True. Very true.
Yeah.
Amazing. And I have a question, but there's also a question here. Rushina says,
Shaked, thank you. Toda.
yeah, yes, amazing, Shaked. Hi. So Rushina said, is there a difference between a leader and a teacher?
Okay. So a leader is someone that bring results and cause other people to bring results.
Yes.
And any person, if he bring results, he is a leader, because by you setting up good example, even if you're not sure that it does happen, it happened. If you bring about results, you lead people, because people look at you, and if you set up a good example, people will automatically follow you.
Yeah. Amazing.
So a teacher, if he bring results, and the result of a teacher is not children that study. The result of a teacher is children who duplicated the material taught and use it to improve their life and the life of others, bringing about a new civilization. So if that teacher bring that result, he is a leader. If he just get the students to pass an exam because they memorized something, so he made them a better parrot, he's a leader, but in to the bad side.
Yeah. So everybody has some level of leadership.
Everyone is a leader without exception if you bring the result. And then as you go down, the moment that you decide that the result has nothing to do with you, or the result just happen, it's an accident. So you go down. So at the beginning, you bring results, you are the creator. So you're creating it, you know that you're creating it. Second, you go down a bit and you say, well, okay, fine, I bring result, but there's another team that I'm not really controlling, and they can bring.
Yes.
Have lose the level of enthusiasm. So only when you play a game and only when you are willing to win and lose with the same level of enthusiasm are you leading. All other levels is just a deterioration. You become a leader to the bad side, or you go down when you are total effect and you bring nothing. You're not leading anything.
I see. So either you're either at that point and you lose all leadership ability, or there could be a leader in that sphere, but
That's
he just
correct.
takes them to the wrong
To
side.
the wrong side, yes.
Amazing.
From the moment that you start to worry about the results, from the moment that you start to try to be careful about the result, when you start to worry, when you start to be...
Oh, hold on. Frozen, no sound. Oh, back. Okay. Did you hear everything or miss anything? Just to make sure.
I think it's only...
Okay,
Harold.
maybe just Harold side. Okay. Good. So you were saying.
So from the moment that you get stuck on, I'm afraid, I'm worried, I need to be careful, you need to know. You need to know that basically you're starting to turn around towards the bad results.
Amazing. It's
The
an
more
amazing
you are-
warning sign on the
Yeah.
road. Yeah.
Yeah, the more you, as when you are a child, you actually leading. You're leading your parents. You bring result. You bring result for yourself. You grow.
Yeah.
You do what you're supposed to do, and people follow you. You take a child, he will go into in the middle of the street, and 50 people will jump to help him. He
Yeah,
leads.
yeah.
He definitely leads everyone. Yes.
Yeah.
He leads his parents. He leads everyone around.
Yeah.
You take an adult that go in the middle of the street, that worried and afraid and doesn't want to talk and doesn't want... No one helps him.
Right.
He's not leading.
Yeah, amazing. Now, there's this fine line, or it's actually not such a fine line, between leadership and being liked. And, we took Michael Jordan as an example. There was many of his teammates that didn't really actually like him because he was ruthless. But when they won the championship, they loved him big time. And they say that it was really, we weren't there with him along the way necessarily in terms of how we looked at him. But when we won, it was undeniable.
Yeah. So if you bring results and you cause your people to bring these results despite themselves, you're a leader. I said you bring others to bring result. I don't care if they agree, if they don't agree. So it depends on the condition of the person, how much force you will need to apply against him and how much intelligence. The higher the level of the person, the more willing he will be. You see, willingness tells you if the person is in a good condition or in a bad condition. When you look at the person that is generally in a good condition and now he's upset, what the first thing that goes when he's upset is willingness.
Yeah.
The first thing that goes out is the willingness.
Yeah.
The first thing that goes out is the seeing the future, is the attention on the result. The first thing goes when a person gets upset is how can I destroy?
Yes. Interesting. Yeah. True.
It's really the first thing that goes out is the willingness. So you can look at the person, and the job of the leader is to bring the expected result. And he can demand the expected result because he himself bring it.
Right. If he's bringing it, yeah.
He has to bring the expected result and cause others to bring the same result, yes? To contribute to those results. And those teams member that did not like Michael Jordan were actually not team members at that time.
Right.
They were enemies, and Michael Jordan, because he brought the result and because he understood what the leader mean, he pushed them despite the insanity. He pushed them through their insanity.
Right.
So I'm working with people, and there's not a day that I don't need to handle the person insanities of don't want, why me, I don't get paid enough, it's not in my job description, it's too difficult, can I do that? I've asked someone today to find me a company that's doing cables, a secretary. So to find a company that create a custom network cable. There's probably in Cape Town 20, 30. So the first thing, she found me a company in the US, one company.
Yeah.
So, okay, no, it's obviously in Cape Town. And now instead of realizing it, she said, oh, but we can order from them. I need one cable of 2 meter. I'm going to order from Texas a cable to solder 4 wires. It's like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So I said, no, in Cape Town. Okay, in Cape Town. So she takes an hour and a half to find a company. And then she called the company, but she cannot explain what needs to be done. And all you have to do is just, I need to do a custom cable with specific wiring. And of course, I gave her a diagram and I explained, and she understood, yes?
Yeah. Said she understood. Yeah. Yeah.
And she couldn't do that. Eventually, I had to do it myself. So when a person has been going through many days, months, years, lifetimes of being an effect, he starts to believe that he can cause nothing. And since he can cause nothing, his willingness is very small.
I see. So how do you balance out this thing of getting to the other side and the person having it accomplished, but actually despising and resenting that process, or getting to the other side and the people saying, man, thank you for pushing me actually?
Yeah. So you need to select people that have a certain level of duplication and a certain level of IQ. This is in the business world, because in the business world you are not in the business of handling people.
Yeah.
You need someone that more or less is handleable. Yes.
Right.
So you need someone that can duplicate. Yes. I'm training some people to do some bookkeeping work, and you can see one person, one lady. She hear, understand, duplicate, apply. She maybe have 1-2 questions, easy.
Yeah.
Another lady here, understand more or less, quite good at asking question, find it difficult to apply, 50% duplication. You get another person, very difficult for him to understand, 40% duplication. And you take some other people that they don't even know why they need to understand. Like, why do we do that?
Right.
Like, they're just sitting there and they don't even know. I'm telling them, okay, this is so simple. What's the word due mean? Why
Due.
do I? Yeah, like
due by a certain
date.
time,
Yeah.
a due date. Yeah.
Yeah. So why do I need to know that? That's the question. What?
Yeah. Yeah. I see.
They're just totally gone.
Right.
The bad news is most of society is totally gone.
Yeah.
Most of society is terribly, totally gone. How do you know that society is gone? They don't bring the expected result in their life.
Right.
And the way to bring the expected result is actually quite simple. If a person don't make it financially, if a person don't make it health-wise, if the person don't make it happiness-wise, the way to bring the result is quite simple. You need to do something exceptionally simple. I'm not going to teach it right now.
Yeah.
But it's quite simple. You learn how to do that thing, which take to learn 5 minutes, take to realize the importance 5 years,
Yeah.
but it takes to learn 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you get that. And if you're very good, you understand it in a day or 2 or 3, and you realize the importance. If you're less good, it takes you a few months. If you are really bad, it takes you much longer. You need to really have examples, and you need to see it in action, and you need to demonstrate to the person. And once the person had this thing demonstrated, he will say, oh, now I understand the importance. And still they don't really understand the importance.
Interesting. Yeah. Everybody here is like, okay, so what is it? So how can they learn what that is?
So they just simply need to start taking the seminars and webinars, and I'm teaching it all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why my students bring results.
Yeah,
That's why my students are leaders, but it's really not the time. I don't want to teach it because I've actually explained it during this session. I've explained it, but most people, if they don't know about it, don't have. That's the biggest thing in the universe.
Yeah.
They don't have even wow. They just okay, fine. but I've explained it during this session. I've explained it. There's almost no session that we had that I didn't explain it.
Oh, amazing.
Every Tuesday I explain it.
Okay.
If I will come to an Aborigine 50 years ago, and I will tell him, E equal MC square,
Yeah. Meaningless.
meaningless.
Yeah.
That's more or less the same. And then if I'll tell him, look, this is really important because we can calculate the energy and it's like everything. And he would say, why do I need to have that energy?
Yeah.
Why energy is important?
Right.
I know what energy is. I punch someone, I have energy.
Yeah.
I eat, I have energy.
It's a good example. That's true.
It's like, that's exactly the same. The order of importance, it's so, when a person is really, 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 really not aware, you can give him gold and he will think that you use it as a weight to hold papers.
Right. Amazing. Or they'll think you're attacking them.
Yes.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay. So let me answer a couple of things here. Yeah, Lorna said, then you're in trouble when you worry. Absolutely.
100%. The moment you know that you're in trouble when, or you know that someone don't like you when they tell you be careful. When someone educates you to be worried, to be careful, you're gone.
Amazing.
Yeah. To be careful, it means I cannot bring the expected result. Do you think that Michael Jordan was careful?
Right. Yeah.
No, he was full with himself. He was going and he was pushing, and it was anyone that was in front of him, he pushed him.
Yeah.
He found a way around him. He was not careful. He was aggressive. He was effective. He was a leader. He brought the expected result. Only useless people are afraid and careful.
Yeah. 100%.
And they end up with having the wrong purpose. They don't live. The purpose is not to die. They don't build. The purpose is not to break. They're not leading. The purpose is not to fall.
Right. It's powerful. It's such a difference in just general viewpoint.
Yeah, just the whole
everything. Okay, so we'll get to that question in just a second. John said, I love this example of Jordan and how not everyone was with him, yet he still brought the results. Yeah, it's really amazing. And then the question here from Rushina is, what about the willingness to be led by lies?
Well, so if someone tried to lead you by lies, it doesn't bring the expected result. You need to be able to observe, and you need to follow people that bring the expected result, which means you need to know what the expected result is. If you don't know what the expected result, if you don't know, for example, that the ideal situation is not to take drugs, to be sober, to work 20 hours per day, you don't know that's the expected, the ideal scene. You don't know that the ideal scene is to have endless amount of energy, and you think that now by 6 p.m. and I need to become tired and I need to come home and sit and drink a wine, watch TV and die. And sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you think that this is the ideal situation, your expected result will be, I want the end of the day. So you need to understand what is actually the ideal situation. And then you need to say, okay, so my actions, do they bring the expected results? It is quite amazing, actually. It is quite amazing. Let me see. We'll do that, and we will have it is quite amazing. Let me do that. Okay, actually, I will not draw. I will explain.
No weapon.
No weapon.
All right.
It's quite amazing that we've got result. Okay, this is the result. What bring results? Actions.
Yes.
Action bring result. You agree with that? I think everyone will agree that action bring results.
Yeah.
Now, in order to act, there is no one that ever act ever in his life without having a decision to act.
100%.
You first act,
Decide.
You first decide, then you act, then there is result.
Right.
If I push you, you still have a decision that you act again, that you decide to act against me or whatever. There is always a decision. A person that don't have a decision is dead.
Right.
A dead body don't act because there's no one to make the decision.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So decision bring about an action, which bring about the result. Now, what bring about this decision? Your spiritual condition. How much you know, how much you are certain. Your spiritual condition will define what kind of decision you'll make, criminal decision or pro-survival decision, which will define the action, which will define the result.
Yeah.
Now, most people that don't have result try to fix the action, but the action will never be fixed, because what caused the action is the decision and your spiritual condition. So regardless of if you change job, if you change relationship, people change relationship and they say, I will divorce her and marry her. The same actions, because what you did not change, your spiritual state, your state as a being.
Yes.
So before you change this state of being, your decision will be faulty, the action will be faulty, and there will be no result. In actual fact, most people are not even at a position that they have any decisions, any decision, and of course they are not controlling it as a spirit. And all they do is mechanical. They wake up in the morning, they watch some advertising. The advertising made the decision for them, and they go and they buy cornflakes because the advertising said that cornflakes is good. Advertising said that Red Bull is good. Advertising said that you should drink. Advertising say you should watch Netflix, and you do what the advertising says, which means you don't decide. The advertising decides for you. The media decide for you.
Yeah, that's super powerful. Very, very, very true.
You listen and you become parrot. Most of the people just parroting. Even what they say, the motion, the action of the mouth is just, if you actually check, you'll see that most people just hear something and repeat it. They don't actually even understand it. It's not the decision. They didn't make a decision that I want to achieve a specific result, so I'm saying a specific thing. They say it because they're Democrat. So that's what Democrat says. Or they say it because they're Republican, and that's what Republican says.
Yes.
It's really, the situation is really problematic.
Yeah, and they're totally ignorant to the idea that there's a decision that came first.
No. Most people don't even.
Yeah, they don't know.
And even if it's even get to their mind, maybe there's a decision. The spirit knows, have a certainty, and certainty makes a decision. A good decision is decision that, this is like, maybe it will sound crazy, but so we are accurate. A good decision is a decision that have no reason at all. You just know. You just create something, you put it there, and a second later you put it there. How do you know? How do I know if you're in a good condition? If you're in good condition, you can make a decision. I'm a Democrat, and that's my decision. And 2 seconds later, you can decide I'm a Republican, and that's totally okay, and without any effect. That's what's right for this moment. That will bring the result for this moment, and that will bring the result for that moment. And people will say, but you have no values. And I will argue on the contrary. I have double values, twice as much as you.
Yeah, I have many, many, many values. What do you mean? Yeah, amazing. That's true.
Because I don't act based on value. I act about what would bring the expected result, what would get me closer to the ideal picture.
Yeah, and so at any given time, you need to see what's in front of you, or put it there, and decide. So the decision is like
create.
Yeah.
And the creation turn into a decision in the physical universe, and the decision turn into action that got result. Most of the people don't have result because they don't decide, and they cannot act. They can just parrot. They can say. If you take the number of good presidents in the US, is more or less equal to the number of taxi drivers, because every taxi driver is the best.
Yeah, they're the best president. They could have been the best president if only you put them in an office.
He knows.
Yeah, 100%. So now, does a leader need to be able to put others in a position of making decisions? Like, do they need to nurture that idea?
Yeah.
Which can be done by training them, by improving their
knowledge. A leader must make a person bring the expected result.
Yeah.
If the person did not make a decision, and if the person do not act from knowingness, he's not bringing the expected result, he's bringing the parroted result. It's a big difference. Yes,
most people are there though, but
parroted
yes.
result.
Yeah.
So at the beginning you show the person that he can bring result, that it can be done, just something. He's not really bringing the result, but you show him the result can be done.
Yeah.
And probably this is the most important thing. When you demonstrate that it can be done, it's the most important thing, because this is the break from, okay, I'm going down, to, okay, maybe I can go up. And as time will go along, you handle the insanity of the person, you handle the insanity of the person, you handle the insanity of the person, until he really realizes that he is perfect. And anything that is not perfect is not him. And he allows everyone else to be at least as perfect as he is. And at that moment, he can actually create result. Up to that moment, just Parrot.
That's an amazing message. It's so important. Wow. Okay. So we're coming to the end of the live already. That was a very quick 30 minutes. But let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. So Lorna said, wow. Aideen said, I just want to know how I can plank longer. I'm stuck on 100 seconds. How you did it for 6 minutes. That's crazy amazing. Yes. And Anna said, super powerful knowledge like every Tuesday. Thank you. And Anita, yes. And Patty said, actions bring results. Decisions brings action or begin action, yes. And decisions affected by spiritual conditions. Wow. Yeah. Amazing, Patty.
100%.
Yeah. And
you'll see if you take a person, if you've got a good day, yes, so you have a good day, so in a good condition spiritually, you make a decision today, I'm going out, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that, and you go and you actually do it, and you bring the expected result, and at the end of the day you feel wow.
Yes.
If you have a bad decade,
Yeah.
you don't have anything, you are not there, you don't make any decision, and you don't move, you just do what people force you to do. So you have to go to work, because if you don't get to work, you will not get paid, and if you will not get paid, you will not be able to pay the mortgage, and if you want to pay the mortgage, you will not have a house, and you want to have a house, so you go to work.
Exactly.
Dead.
Most people's condition though. How as a final message here, which I think is a good point to end off on, but the final question and message from you, how do you get out of a situation, or how does somebody who's been hit by life again and again, life has just they get up and it hits them, and it's been that way for 3 months. Let's not even take it to such an extreme. Some people have that for 3 decades. But somebody who's just in this place of 3 months of how do they
Go out. So they see one of those interviews or something like that, or they have a friend that actually can bring about the expected result, and don't worry about himself, but actually worry about them.
Yes.
So he's not worried about what will they say, because they are not there, so they don't make any decisions, so the actions are random in any case.
Yeah.
So you go and you tell the person, look, you need to get knowledge. You need to get knowledge, because knowledge has something amazing about it. True knowledge delete lies.
Yeah.
Knowledge that actually can be demonstrated to bring result, delete lies.
Yeah.
And you need to delete a few lies from, what is this lies? This is the parroting thing, what you are operating on. This is the program that you've been programmed. You need to delete the lies. And if you bring knowledge and you delete some lies, just some lies, not even a lot, the spirit is still there, because regardless of what's happening to you, there is one thing, there is a saving grace, there is one thing you still know. You know it's not right. Because if you were not there at all, you will be a parrot and you wouldn't think that it's not okay. You will destroy and you wouldn't think that it's not okay. You will be a criminal and you will not think that it's not okay.
Yeah.
So the spirit is always there. The spirit knows, and the spirit recognizes truth. So you need to bring them to, I would suggest to bring them to us, but it doesn't have, find someone that teach them the truth. And when someone teaches the truth, the manifestation is the person recognized it. He recognized truth, and at that moment, he start to go up.
And that's amazing, and that's 100%. My question is, I was watching earlier today this famous guy who, whatever, it doesn't matter who he is, but he's this person on YouTube was doing an interview. The guy's a total parrot. He's just talking all kinds of nonsense, but he also says you need to gain knowledge, you need to read books, you need to, knowledge is important. Da, da, da. So then he'll say things, and people will latch onto it because he seems successful, but he's talking nonsense.
Yeah.
How does somebody navigate in this crazy world of so much information? What is knowledge that they can actually improve with, or knowledge that will destroy them?
Okay. So how do you know if a piece of knowledge is actually right or not? You need to have some basic stable datum to compare everything to. So one of the things that I would say, so for example, someone tell me, well, what you need to do is to hustle. Okay. How many people do you know that hustle? A lot. How many of them bring result? Little. It's not the way. You need to be consistent. Okay, how many people are consistent on Netflix and don't have results?
Yeah.
So it's not consistency. So you need to look and be really take it to the extreme.
Yeah.
Someone tell you to do something, and okay, if I really do that, does it bring result?
I see.
If I come to you and I say, well, let's take it to the extreme. A leader is someone that can demonstrate that he bring result and he cause other people to bring result. Did you see any person that can bring wow result and cause other people to bring result that the people didn't follow? There wasn't someone like that. There isn't someone like that. If you look at Michael Jordan, if you look at any big name,
Yeah.
that's the difference. Okay, so I know. Okay, good. So a person tell me, well, you need to follow me. I'm very good. Good. Can show me a result. Okay. Did you bring other people to bring similar results? If you can't, then you are a leader. I will follow you. You are a leader. Now, of course, it's not the only thing that I would look at.
Yeah.
But
of course,
the idea is to take it to the extreme.
Yeah, that's a good tool.
And to say, okay, let's say that someone says, we need, let's take Corona. we need to the only thing to do is to be afraid and to be at home and to lock down. Okay, good. Let's take it to the extreme. Let's say the corona will never be handled ever. Like for the next 200 years, like cancer, we're going to have cancer for corona, the same thing. Are we all going to be at home and do nothing and not move and not touch each other and
not workable?
Not workable. Take it to the extreme, and if this is a good situation.
Yeah.
So obviously now people are realizing that all of this lockdown did not actually help, and it didn't do anything, and it was all nonsense. Yes, if you are living in this planet, you understand that it was total insanity.
Yeah, and you were saying that since March 2020.
And I said that before it started.
The videos are on our YouTube. You can see all the things that people are now discovering, that he had videos exposing all that right at the start. And now people are
the mask and all of these things.
Yeah, all the studies around it and the wrong counting. And anyway, interesting.
Yeah.
That's a great test. Very, very, very good. And Lorna said, this is so true. The first time I saw Mary teaching, I knew he was speaking truth. So amazing. Absolutely.
You,
Bobby said, wow, great lesson. Yes, absolutely. This was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for everyone that was on here. Really appreciate you joining. Share this. People need to see it.
Yeah. Go out and be a leader. Take this knowledge and demonstrate result in your life. Really, you have the responsibility to demonstrate result in your life because people are watching you. So instead of another Netflix series, go online and study what I'm teaching, or find someone, I don't care if you come to me or not, and study what I'm teaching, or someone else that actually bring result, and be brave enough to be a leader and get other people to study too. Bring result, because really it is you that make the difference. It's only you, one you. And the lie is the thing that people lie to you. They tell you, oh, but I'm only me. No, you're not only you. You're a spirit. One certainty from you will bring about the required decision to cause the massive action that will bring the massive result for everyone. But it will never happen if it's only for you. It will happen only if you do that and you cause others to bring the expected result too. How do I know? Because if you'll be alone in this universe, it will not work. Again, take it to the extreme.
Exactly. So amazing. Super powerful.
Thank you.
Very important. Wow. Thank you.
I love you.
Mwah. Mwah.
I love you, Baba. I love you. Mwah.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Really
See
appreciate
you
it. Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday in heaven.
Yes.